What up, y'all? It's your girl Selena coming at you, and today I'll be sharing with you my embarrassing interview moments. And I was inspired to do this video because I actually have an interview the day after posting this video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have an interview coming up, or if you just want to watch this video because you're an OG supporter, remember to subscribe if you have not subscribed as yet. But hopefully this video will somewhat motivate you, somewhat push you to do better in your interviews and stuff like that, so that so just to let you guys know that you aren't the only one that gets nervous about interviews. You aren't the only one that might be a little shy at times and those type of stuff, or it might mess up an interview. So you guys aren't the only ones that experience those things. And don't mind me sweating, don't pre that, time out, right? But you guys aren't the only ones that experience shyness, nervousness, and a little bit of embarrassment when it comes on to interviews. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so my very first interview experience where I totally messed that up was in, I think it was third form, and I went to Wilmer's High School, and it was in third form, and we were being interviewed for the monitress. I think it was called the monitress position. Like third form was like the sub prefect sort of thing for lower school for Wilmer's girls, and I got shortlisted to get the interview to see if I would actually become a monitress. I didn't get it, by the way, just saying. But when I was in that interview, something went off in my brain and no words were able to come out of my mouth. I prepared myself the night before. I practiced my speaking technique, how to answer questions that they'd ask, stuff like that. And I watched videos and read tips about interviews, and one of the tips that I think messed me up real bad was like, always keep eye contact and always smile. And I went in my interview looking like a whole clown, so I was there like and I forgot everything that I was supposed to actually say, contribute in that interview. And I mean, I learned a lot after that experience, but let me tell you, that was something. That was an experience, and it was very embarrassing because I actually really wanted that monitress position, and I really think I would have been a good monitress. But that interview didn't show that, so I didn't get that position. My second most embarrassing interview moment, I think, was it? I believe it would be Talk-A-Beat. So I had a classmate. She was looking for persons to attend a Talk-A-Beat interview. Talk-A-Beat is a national broadcasting radio talk show. It's a talk show on the radio, yeah. And my classmate she was looking for persons to take part in this interview. And me with my enough self, for the persons who don't know Pata, me with myself that just wants to be in everything. I want to be the sugar in the Kool-Aid, the salt in every meal. I wanted to be in it all. I decided that, I want to take part in this Talk-A-Beat interview. And to be honest, it was a very good experience, and I learned a lot about being on the radio. And to be honest, if I didn't want to become something in the medical field, then I'd probably do some talk show, something, because it was actually really fun. But in the moment, I was so nervous. So the night before, as usual, I normally practice and get my stuff right in my brain, but on the day, it was, I don't know what happened. So I actually practiced the night before, practice questions, stuff like that. And the interview was about high schools, traditional high schools versus non-traditional high schools. I think it was that. And I practiced some questions, I practiced answering some questions. And when I went there on the day, I was so nervous because I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be on national radio. People are going, if I mess up, like, it's live. Like, if I mess up, there's no editing this. Like, if I mess up, I just mess up. Like, people are gonna hear me on the radio. And to be honest, I overthinked it very much so, because that's what caused me to mess up, me overthinking that I was gonna mess up. I kind of just brought that negativity onto myself before actually doing it. So guys, don't do that. Don't think negatively before actually going into that situation, or whatever situation that you're going to be placed in. Just be positive with yourself. Tell yourself that you can do it, you will succeed. If you fail, okay, accept that you fail and try again. But like, yeah, don't be all negative Nancy on your own self, okay? Leave that for the haters. But I went into the interview and I sat down in front of the mic. At one point, I don't know what happened, but the mic is here and we got very clear instructions on how to use the mic. We weren't supposed to tap anything, we aren't supposed to make unnecessary noise, whatever. And I went into that Talk Up Youth interview tapping on the desk while I was talking. Remember, we got very clear instructions, not to do foolishness when we're on the mic. And I go in there with myself, making one whole heap of background noise while being on the radio. Anyways, I caught myself and I stopped. And because it was nerves, I was just tapping the table to get rid of the nerves, but I had to stop, obviously. And I caught myself, and when we got the questions, I started to answer. So I remember the first embarrassing moment I wasn't able to answer anything. This one was the total opposite. I was just going off. I was talking about my traditional school experience, and then my mom wanted me to drop in stuff about non-traditional high schools and that they are good and they're not as bad as parents make them out as. And I was just there dropping knowledge, I was supposed to shut up. I was supposed to shut up. I was supposed to give everybody else a chance to speak, and because of my nerves, I was just going off. I was I couldn't wait to come off, to be honest. I couldn't wait to get off that radio, because it was just I prayed that no one didn't really listen to that interview, to be honest, because it was just, I'm sorry for the noise if you heard that, but it was just so weird. It was so bad, but got over it. Lived to see another day. My mom, of course, listened to the interview, and of course, mom being mom, Selena, was a good interview, but next time XYZ. I was like, okay, cool, I get that, I figured, but that was number 2. That was something. And my third and final embarrassing moment, I'm sorry that it's so short, but I don't have any more embarrassing interview moments right now. I'm sure there will be more to come in the future, but yeah. But my third and final most embarrassing interview moments will have to be, and it's probably like the most embarrassing. It's like the top one, like number 1. So like, and this was university. This was when I was like 19, because I just turned 20. Not just, but January gone, I turned 20. So I was 19, first year of university, and 30 minutes before a scholarship interview, I got a call saying I should be at this institution so that I can be interviewed for a scholarship. I was like, what? I was in my jeans pants, I was in a shirt, I was walking from class. I was not mentally prepared for an interview, and I was supposed to be there in 30 minutes. I had to call a taxi. I had to rush down there in my jeans and in my shirt. Didn't even have time to take up nothing to say I'm gonna go change, because I took it seriously, but I was just in shock, because I was like, after 30 minutes I didn't prepare for this. Like, what am I gonna go, what am I gonna do, what am I gonna say? to say the least. I did not get that scholarship, and that would have been a really good scholarship to get, but I didn't get that scholarship. I was totally unprepared for it, and it was just really bad. Like I felt calm, but at the same time, like when I went to the scholarship interview, everybody was in like formal attire, and I was the only one there. Late, one, I was late, and two, I was in jeans. I think I had on a sneakers. I had on a tight jeans. Now, even so, it was like a nice mom jeans or dad jeans or whatever you guys call those big jeans. It was a tight jeans, and it wasn't a cute shirt. It was a nice t-shirt, if you know what I mean. You know, and I had to go in front of a panel of really big persons for that institution and answer questions. So I can imagine their face when they saw that I stepped in jeans and a t-shirt. Like I had absolutely no respect for them and their institution, which is bad, but I'm sorry, I was just not prepared, you know, for that interview. I was like, yeah, you know. So I can imagine their how they felt when they saw me stepping in with jeans and a shirt and sneakers for their really big scholarship interview. But I learned from that experience. I learned that even if I have 5 minutes to get ready for a really big interview, that I just need to get ready for it as best as I can, clothes and all, run through and some formal and move on. But I guess that's just a learning experience that I needed to have, and I'm really glad that I got that learning experience, because I have had other scholarship interviews since, and they haven't went really well. I've learned what to say and what not to say, and guys, that's a thing. Like, what not to say is a thing, but I'll tell you guys what not to say in a different video, probably when I graduate from this degree, so that I don't get in trouble. But that's all I have for you guys today. Without further ado, that's all I have for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys felt a little bit motivated to take on your interviews, so that you guys know that you're not alone when it comes on to embarrassing situations. But remember to just think positively when you go into your interviews, your scholarship interviews, your job interviews, whatever interviews you have, and do your best. You know, speak your truth, and you let them know that you're here for a reason, and you're the one that should be leaving with this, you know. So just do your best, and all the best to you guys. If you do have interviews, good luck to you. I'm sure if you're watching this video later on in life, it's because you probably have an interview coming up or something, and you just want a little bit of laughter in your life. So thank you guys again for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to share it with your close friends or family members, so that they can also have a little laughter in their life. Bye guys.